guys, it's Bella from Bella's Custom Crochets, and today I have another pattern drop video for you for the Fandeco vest. I'm not going to stand up and show it to you for many reasons, because I'll knock over my tripod, I'm sitting in a chair, and there's a cat on my lap, and you'll just see my torso anyway. So I will insert some pictures in just a second of all sorts of views of the Fandeco vest so you can get a good feel for it. But it is a worsted weight lace, just below your booty length, open front, slightly positive eased, lacy crochet vest pattern. I believe that I've come up with this stitch motif myself, haven't seen it anywhere else, and I'm calling it the Fandeco stitch. There is a cat here. Hi cat, can you sit down? Because I've already started recording twice and you're just being trouble. This is the girl cat, she never shows up for the videos. Anyway, it is a 6-row pattern repeat. Fairly simple. Once you get it down, the first couple rows might be a little iffy because you got to figure out what goes where, but after that, nice and simple. And there is going to be a tutorial video, not for the whole pattern, but just for working these row repeats. 6 rows of me just walking you through, literally doing the whole thing. I think we're going to put some music in the background and drop the instructions on the screen so you can like follow along. It'll be kind of like, I don't know, the crochet equivalent of a sing-along. I don't know. I will link that up above when we have that out. But it is coming for spring. And yeah, I'm really happy. It's my first garment design of 2020. And I love a good open drapey vest pattern. And it's worsted weight, so it works pretty fast, if I didn't already say that. I've tried to record multiple times because of the cat. But anyway, what else can I tell you? So I've said worsted weight several times, I know that. Mine is made out of Fair Isle Port, which was available at Joann. I don't know if they still stock it. I got the yarn last fall. Really, really like this yarn, but I feel like my Joann has kind of been phasing it out maybe. I feel like when they brought in the Hook Nook stuff, they got rid of some of the Fair Isle stuff, but I could be wrong. Check your Joann. If not, you can find it on the Fair Isle website. I will link it below. It is a really delightful yarn. It is 50% cotton and 50% viscose from bamboo. And it has 152 yards per skein, 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. I believe I used 5 skeins for the medium size. I'm not going to rattle off the yardage to you because that's a lot of numbers. The pattern spans extra small to 4XL, and it's made to fit with 2 to 4 inches of positive ease, so there's a very broad range in yardage there. But if you go check down below, all the links to the Etsy and the Ravelry and blog posts and tutorials and everything is going to be down below here. So if you go check out those links, you can find out more information as far as yardage and even check out other testers' project pages and stuff if you're curious about other yarn options. But yeah, I think most of my testers, which we're also going to put in some photos of the testers here. I had 17 of them, which is my biggest tester group yet. I'm trying to make sure my patterns have a broad range of sizes, and I also like to have testers in multiple testers per each size. So I had 17 testers total, and they have done some really beautiful work. Some of them are still working, some of them are already done, and I'm just so pleased with how it's working out. And it's gone relatively smoothly so far, which is always exciting for a pattern test. But we'll put in some of their photos so you can see, and also go check out, if you look at the pattern on Ravelry, you can see all of their project pages. That will be linked in the project section if you're curious about other yarns and yardage. And I don't think anybody made any modifications, but those would be there if you wanted to see them. I believe most of them used a cotton or a cotton blend yarn, just because it's made to be springy and lightweight. I'll show you real quick, another sample in Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. It's either marled purple or purple marl. Really pretty, but it's 100% acrylic and it's much heavier, which is totally fine. It's just not going to be really summer weight. You could definitely get away with it in the spring, fall, winter. I don't think it would make as good of like a beach cover-up. If you wanted to go that route, I would definitely do cotton or something plant fibery. But totally up to you. Anything you can meet gauge with. The pattern calls for a 5mm hook for the main pattern, and then the ribbing section that is added on at the end is done in a 3.75mm hook. But again, you're going to do a gauge swatch and make sure you meet gauge and all that so your fit is proper, because you're good little crocheters, and you know if you're gonna make a pattern, you should gauge. But yeah, very excited about it. It is definitely one of my favorite designs to date. It's got, you've seen the pictures at this point, but it's got obviously 2 front panels and a back panel. It's worked up until you get to the armpits in one piece, and then you split off into pieces for the front and back panel, so there's no seaming up the side. I'm showing you things you can't actually see, but it's continuous up until the armpit area. And then the only thing you're going to have to seam is just this little tiny bit right here. So you don't have to worry about matching up the sides, which is super tricky, especially with lace. It can get real wonky. So I made sure there is limited seaming, and you're not even seaming across the whole front panel because part of it just hangs open. So you just got to do a couple little inches at the shoulder, easy peasy, no big deal. And then it's got these cute little tassel cords, optional, but the instructions are in there. This one got a little snarled up. But I like fringed out, I like combed out the end of the yarn so they're nice and open and fringy. Just a simple twist. You could braid it too. You could skip it all together, but I think it helps with the hang open dangly drape of the front. Totally optional. And then there's a really nice ribbing that is worked around the entire thing. It's got really pretty rounded little corners on the bottom. It's a really good finishing detail. I had finished the whole vest and I was like, you're just not there yet. And then I added the ribbing and it was just next level. Excellent. I think so, at least. I'm very pleased. So yeah, if you want to check out the tutorials, the blog post, everything, you can get a little bit more information, but like I said, it's all going to be linked down below. For the first week of the pattern release, there is going to be a 10% discount on my Ravelry only. It's going to be Fandeco 10. We'll put that on the screen for you there. So you can get 10% off, and I'll put the dates because again, I don't have the release date yet, but follow the info on the screen and you'll be all set to get that at a discount. If you do decide to make it, I love it if you guys tag me in Instagram posts, send me your stuff, put me in your stories. I love seeing my patterns come to life with other people's creativity. Super inspiring and makes me want to keep doing what I do. I think that's about everything I need to tell you about the Fandeco. Is that everything? It's probably advanced beginner or intermediate. Probably more comfortably intermediate just because you're going to be following a lace. It's all written out. It's not charts, so it is written out. So just follow step by step and you should be okay. I do have someone in my testing group who it's the first garment she's ever made. So if you're feeling adventurous, you definitely could do it. And I'm always here for pattern support. The cat is now trying to escape the room. Cat, cat, cat. Princess. This is my video channel, Crashed by Cats. We should just call it that instead. If you're looking for help, the tutorial should be really, really helpful. The video, I think if you're a visual person, it's going to really help you out. If not, shoot me an email. I'm happy to talk you through. But it will be fully tested, fully tech edited. So it should be smooth sailing for you. And yeah, there's modifications in there if you want to make it longer. Easy enough. There's information about how to pick the proper size for you because I've meant it to fit with 2 to 4 inches of positive ease, which means 2 to 4 inches larger than your actual bust size. So I've got all the information in there. There's lots of pictures in the pattern to walk you through like where certain spots go, like splitting for the panels and how to do the ribbing and how to do the tassels. Lots of pictures, hopefully lots of good information, hopefully laid out in a way that you really like. I'm pleased with it. I always get really nervous about putting a pattern out into the world, but I think you're gonna love it. So make sure you tag me if you like my designs or what I do. I encourage you to give me a follow over on Instagram. That's where I do all of my testing calls and obviously ramp up to pattern releases. So for all most accurate information on what patterns are coming and when they're coming, follow me on Instagram, Bellas_custom_crochets. And give me a follow here, or a subscribe, I suppose. And like this video if you like what I do. I appreciate you guys. You allow me to stay home with my daughter and do what I love. So thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I hope to see your Fandeco vest soon. Thanks, guys. Fandeco away.